and where was Humane Society started?
It was started in 1947 in Port Angeles. This is our Humane Society, the Olympic Peninsula Humane Society, is a local nonprofit, so we're not associated with any national organization. So this one, actually, we're celebrating our 70th anniversary this year. So it's been in the community for a very long time.
Does the Humane Society receive nonprofit tax deductible donations?
We do. We really count on our donations. That's what helps keep us going. And we have a lot of local people that donate on a regular basis. And then we also do mailings, several times a year and get additional funds through that. But yeah, we rely a lot on donations, and they are tax deductible.
What type of animals do you guys take in?
We take in any domestic animal, so no wildlife at all, but typically the majority of our animals are dogs, cats. We also have had birds and snakes and fish and lizards, hamsters, gerbils, guinea pigs, chickens. We had a goat not too long ago, so pretty much anything you can think of that's not a wild animal we've taken in.
And they're all adoptable, are they?
They are, yeah. If they are behaviorally and medically okay, then yeah, we adopt them out. If the person is surrendering an animal, they fill out the paperwork and let us know if it is your owned animal. Let us know something about the animal, because that helps us find a new adopter if we know a little bit more about it. But they fill out paperwork. It's a pretty quick process, and then if it's a dog, it's moved down to the bark house, and if it's a cat, it's moved into Kitty City, and they're held in areas that are not in the public area for at least a few days, so we can try to, see if there's any medical issues or behavioral issues that we need to be aware of.
Is there a surrender or turn-in fee?
No. We think that it's hard enough for people to have to surrender an animal, but then on top of that to charge them to surrender, we just don't feel like that's the right thing to do. So there is no fee to surrender an animal.
How much are adoption fees?
Puppies are $250, and that includes their spay or neuter, a health check from a local vet, rabies vaccine, their first vaccines typically they would have here, a microchip, and then puppy socialization classes. So it's a really good deal. Adult dogs are $150, includes all the same stuff except for the puppy socialization classes. So on the cat side, kittens are $100 and adult cats are $50. And then If we have senior cats, they can be as low as $10. So it just kind of depends on how old the animal is.
And do you receive federal grants?
We apply for grants. We have no state or federal funding. Because like I said, we're a private nonprofit. So we apply for grants, not necessarily federal grants, but like through Petco Foundation and PetSmart Charities has a grant. There's a lot of groups that we go through to apply for grants.
Do you keep a history of your animals that come through your society?
We have a history as far as when they arrived and when they were adopted and where they went. So that's probably about as detailed as it gets. The only time we would ever euthanize an animal is if it's critically ill beyond our means to care for it, or it's dangerous to staff or the public. So we often transfer animals to other shelters or humane societies in more populated areas because we're pretty remote where we are. So if we have, for instance, a lot of cats or a lot of kittens, we will partner with other shelters in the Seattle area and transfer animals. So they will get adopted, not necessarily by us. And like I said, not everything is adoptable that comes in, but the vast majority are. We encourage people to call. Even if people find a lost dog or a cat and they bring it in and they're like, oh, I just really want to know what happens to it, we encourage them to call us, and we'll give them, information as far as if it's still here, how it's doing, if it's been adopted, that it has been adopted.
Is the Humane Society a no-kill shelter?
We don't call ourselves no-kill. By the definition of no-kill, we could call ourselves no-kill because it's based on your euthanasia rate. Ours is extremely low, it's about 6%, so we could, but we feel like that's a little deceptive to the public because we do have to euthanize animals. We never euthanize because of space or the length of time an animal has been here. But like I said before, we do euthanize if an animal is untreatably ill or injured, or it's a danger to staff or to the public. So the answer is we call ourselves low kill. We could call ourselves no kill.
Does the Humane Society partner with any other animal welfare organizations?
We have a lot of shelters that we partner with and specific rescues that we partner with. We partner with Kitsap Humane Society, which is in Silverdale, the Seattle Humane Society. There's a group called NOAA, which just takes in animals from shelters and adopts them out. Old Dog Haven specializes in old dogs, and they help us out a lot. So there's a lot of really specific groups that we've developed relationships with, and they help us out a lot.
Do you work closely with the Trap Neuter Release Program?
We do. We work with Spay to Save and help with them. Sometimes we do some of their spays and neuters. But that's really important in our world, is that, animals are spayed and neutered, and so, yeah, we do help with that.
How long do animals remain up for adoption?
Until they're adopted, or until we transfer them to another organization.
And do you encourage donations such as blankets and food for the animals from the public?
Yes, we get lots of donations. Every week, every day we get something, and yeah, we appreciate it. And I tell people all the time, the things that you use in your home, paper towels and bleach and laundry, detergent, things like that, we use 3 or 4 times as much here. So pretty much anything you can think of. Blankets, we go through a ton of them, toys, treats, food, all of that.